Hi everyone, my name is Ricky, and on this video I'd like to share about my own story about having my son who is Symbrachydactyly. He was born without a left hand, and we found out about it actually at about 6 months pregnancy. And I still remember the date actually. It was 11th of February 2013 because it was my wife's birthday. And to be honest, that was one of our lowest moments. My wife cried whole day that day. She couldn't accept it after the scan that our son might actually be born with that left hand. And I remember as well on that day I started wondering how my son will ever drive a car one day. How is he gonna go to school? Is he gonna get bullied? And all these questions that I had. And to be honest, like, it was, I think, one of our lowest moments in our life. But to be honest, it turned out that my son that was born without a hand is actually the biggest blessing for our family. And there was a turning point where we actually started working on our relationship. We were not in a good relationship between myself and my wife, and also my mental state wasn't that good. But to be honest, like, you know, in life it's not about what happened that is more important, but it's actually what story that we tell ourselves about what happened. Okay, so this video I made for all the parents out there who have kids with physical differences. Okay, and one thing I wanted to say before I start is that it would be an irony if our kids think that they're disabled because our own programming as parent. Okay, because the only disability that we have is actually in our head. And you know, it's so sad because what happened personally myself, growing up, I couldn't even go to school when I had a pimple on my face. So you can't imagine how much low moment I have to go through. Understanding that my son will be born without a left hand, it was a big thing for me back then before we started our personal development journey. And we invest like tens of thousands of hours learning about mindset, personal development. We read all the books, we took all the courses to improve ourselves. Because apparently most of the time it's not the kids that needs to change, the parent needs to change. If the parent is comfortable with themselves, with the high self-worth, self-acceptance, the kids will mirror that, will copy exactly that. The kids don't do what we tell them to do, they more listen, they actually do what we do, they copy they look at our action more than what we say to them. Okay, so I've heard parents say that, oh, kids don't do what I do, do what I say. It doesn't work that way. Okay, we gotta always lead by example, and that's how it works. Okay, okay, so this video I made for all the parents out there who have kids with physical differences. First of all, I wanted to tell you is that, yes, it might seem really bad, right, when it happens, when we found out about what happened. But the truth is, if you think about it, there are people who went through much more suffering than we do. Some kids are born with cancer, they have to stay in a hospital. Some kids, they have to stay in a hospital for years and years, and parents had to stay in a hospital. And if you think about it, we might be lucky just to have a kids with just a physical difference. It could have been worse. And you know, and whether it's luck, whether it's unfortunate, it's all our perspective. Okay? So we have to accept first that our kids have physical differences, and to be honest, physical differences is not the thing that will stop our kids from achieving whatever he or she wants to achieve one day, but it's more about their mindset, our mindset. Okay, a few important things that you need to understand is that the kids doesn't know that he or she is disabled until we'll tell them so. Okay, so as a parent, we need to be really careful what we say, and also with our action. Our action speaks a lot. If we keep hiding, for example, our kids' hand since they were baby, then they notice that they need to hide it. Okay, and also like a lot of parents thinks that the kids are bullied because of other kids, but a lot of the time the kids are bullied because of their behavior. Because what happened when we are insecure, our kids will be insecure and they will adopt that, you know. And if you always worrying about what other people, why are people looking at our kids, right, about the differences, and we don't want to accept it, this will get inherited to our kids. Okay, so the point here is that we have to be consciously aware as what we say and what we do. And this is our opportunity. It's your opportunity to grow. This is what I said. It's a blessing to have something like this in our life. And to be honest, who says that you need 2 hands to be normal, Because who decides normal? Everyone is different, right? So it's just our perception about what's normal, what's not is more important. So our kids have grown up as there's another thing. Our kid actually has grown as a very confident child. He's the captain of the class, and he performed like kung fu, and he used to skate as well, and he's very happy with how he is, right? And the funny thing is that my second child actually is having a lot of problems. He's not independent. He's not he doesn't like school. But our first one, son Lexi, he was born with that hand. He's confident, he's independent. He cooks breakfast himself from he's very young. I think from he was 6 years old. He does everything himself. Basically, he puts shirt, pajamas, shoes, everything himself. So what's more important actually is to inherit the programming that if you think you can, then you can. If you think you can't, then you can't. Okay, that's what's more important. So anyway, on this video, I'd like to help all the parents out there. If you have kids with physical differences and you're not sure how to deal with it, okay, myself, I'm a health and mindset coach, and I can help you go through struggle that you might be facing right now. Okay, so if you want to join, you can check my website. It's rickydharmawan.com or indofitnessfamily.com, and you can sign up to have a chat with me one-on-one. Okay, and then we'll talk and we'll discuss about your coaching option. So we'll just have a casual chat and see if you're suitable for the coaching program. Then you can join the coaching program. Okay, for all the parents out there, again, I wish you all the best, and thanks for stopping by, and until next time, thank you.